Okay, yo asked for it. Here it is. I'm out of breath from toting. Let's see, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 quilts. This one, this one up here is the king size trip around the world. I think that's the one that most everybody wanted to see the most, was what it looked like when it was all laid out. And that's what it looks like. It looks small laying like this, but it's a large, very large quilt. This is a throw that I made using the scraps from I kind of mixed them up a little different from the king size. This lady's actually got 2 kings and 2 throws, and I mixed her fabrics up, what was left over, and this is one of the throws. This quilt is a Minnie Mouse. There was not that many shirts sent with this quilt, so I had to kind of fill in this area here because these shirts were, some of them were tiny, some of them were bigger. Like this orange one right here was bigger than my usual setup, so I laid that one there. All these have been appliqued down. It's got 4 pictures on this quilt. This one belongs to the same lady that got the Mickey Mouse. And it's just a typical t-shirt quilt with added small pieces. And I have actually done a video on how to add the small pieces. So if you want to go back a few videos and look for it, it's not very far back. But that's how I explain exactly to you how to add the small piece. There's a small piece down here at the bottom. There's one right there, and there's one right there. And there's a couple up at the top. Well, there's another one right there. Right there by that orange block. This quilt is a quilt that I made for a little girl up around Gadsden. These are her shirts. And she wanted it gray and gray. And I really like how this looks with just one color. I mean, compare it to that, to this. I don't know, it just has it's just really cool how this looks. It looks like the shirts are just laying on top of this, but they're not. And this is an example of how to add bigger shirts into your design. I did a video on that. And you have to keep the same width as your other shirts. And if you get down, you only have 4 that are really long, like the lantern and that one and the auburn and then that one that are really long. Then you have to go through and pick out. I mean, if your quilt is only 4 t-shirts wide, then you got it made. But if it's 5 wide, like this one is, you have to find you one to match the other 4, so you'll have an even. You'll have 5. And then that one up there is hers. Same thing, it's just a smaller quilt. She got a full size, I believe. This is with her mother's shirts. And I did something a little different right there. She had one shirt that was too big. So I took the back of another of her shirts, which is the lavender you see there, and I just kind of laid it that way, just a little interest. Not that big of a thing, just laid it kind of catty-cornered. And then she also wanted to add a picture of her mother and herself on this quilt. So there they are. And then this is the second king size trip around the world. I just absolutely love this quilt. As a matter of fact, after Christmas, I'm going to slow down just a little bit and get some cleaning done in my shop. And I think I'm going to make me one this style, but I want it in more primitive country style. I like primitive, like black and certain calicos and stuff like that. And I'm going to make me one in this style. And I just love what it does on the corners here. It has its own little thing going on the corners. I just love that. Trip around the world. And then this is the second throw I made with her scraps. And like I said, I switched the fabrics up some and let them out a little different, so they'd be, you know, no 4 quilts are the same. They're all 4 different. And then we have our final quilt, number 10. And these all, I started all of these the first of last week, I guess. Somewhere, yeah, it was the first of last week. Except for the trip around the world. I think I started those maybe the end of the week before last. But all these others, the 2 throws, all these t-shirt quilts, all of that were started the first of last week. And I finished putting the binding on the last one, which is this one, this morning, or maybe it was about lunchtime. I didn't move around too early this morning. I was cold and wasn't ready to get up, and I've had a headache for 5 days. So I just have not felt good. I've been working, have to work. This particular quilt will actually go with me when we go to my daughter's Friday down in South Alabama, because this belongs to a lady down there. She actually dropped it off at my daughter's house when we were there Labor Day weekend, and she'll pick it up this Saturday from my daughter's house. And I think she's gonna love it. She said, well, that was quick. I didn't need it until next graduation. I'm like, well, it came up and there it is. I've got it done. So, but anyway, if I could have one wish besides prosperity and health for my family, if I could be granted one wish, it would be that every quilt that I have ever made, which is, I figure it's around 2,500, 2,000 to 2,500 in the last 6.5 years. I would really like all those quilts to come together in one place and just video all the quilts. Just, you know, I don't know where that would be, because it'd have to be a big place. It would be more than a football field. It would be more than probably 2 football fields. And I would love to see all the quilts come together in one place and just let me see, you know, what I have accomplished. Because some days I feel like I'm spinning in the mud and I'm getting absolutely nothing done. And then, but if I think of all the quilts, some of the quilts are in other countries, they're in all 50 states, and it would be hard to bring them all together, but it would still be cool to see all of them at one time. But there you have it. I promised it, and I have delivered. Oh, somebody asked me about what kind of... I do not quilt these on my sewing machine. You can quilt on a regular sewing machine that has a option that you can drop the feed dogs, because without the feed dogs being dropped, you cannot do free motion quilting, and my feed dogs do not drop. But we have a long arm. I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head. I do have some help with the quilting because I can't do everything. So I do have this guy that does help me with the quilting. His grandfather did it for many years, and then he passed away, and his aunt did it for several years, and she moved away, and he took over the family business, and he does help me out with this. So I cannot do everything. So there you have it, 10 quilts, and all these will be shipped out. I'll bag these up starting probably here in a little bit, bag them up twice and put addresses on them, go onto my computer, create labels for them, and the mail woman will pick them up here at my shop Friday morning. I hope everybody has a great day. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It took me, I guess I worked till 9 o'clock last night and got binding on 9 of them. And then I had one more, and I thought, oh, it'll have to wait till tomorrow. I've had it. Alright, I'm going to take you inside of my little shop now. Been kind of promising to do that too, but I've been busy. The lighting is not very good. One little, I call it a boob light. It looks like a boob. But I've got, all of these are either throws are babies that are made up. You know, and I had a lady come in here one day and she said, I want that one, that one, that one, and that one. And so I've got a couple more babies that I'm going to put binding on and hang those up, but I haven't got the binding on those done yet. Probably try to do it later today. Here's our hooded towels. We had a huge selection of these. I mean, we had probably 7 or 8 elephants. We had huge selection, and they've gone way down. We've got everything in these. Let's see. Oh, there's the little hedgehog peeping back there. And then here are the journals that I've been making that I really find very relaxing to make. I steal away every now and then, 3 or 4 nights a week. I steal away and I make a few of those, and I really love making these. And I'm gonna kind of hold off on those about introducing those to my Facebook page until maybe after the first of the year, because I just got too much going on right now. Here's some stockings that were made last year, and here are some gift packs already packed up for this is a Disney princess scrapbook. Got the cute little dangly on there, and then we've got this one, and we've got a Christmas one, which is too late to buy a Christmas one, I think, because of it's for Christmas planning. It's for your recipes, your shopping list, your Christmas list, maybe your jot down what you'd like to accomplish this week or whatever as far as Christmas decorations. We have that one, and then we have this one. This one is a unicorn. The unicorn one, it's got a cute little dangly on it that looks like a glass ball with jewels in it. And that's just about it out here. I only keep things that are left over that have not sold yet, or sometimes if somebody wants one thing, I'll make 2 so that I can have an extra one. And it takes as much time to make the second one as it does the first one, but you've already got all your stuff pulled out, so might as well just throw another on the embroidery machine, or get another one done, and then you'll have 2. I do make a lot of pillows. I've got those 2, and I've got Mickey down here at the bottom, denim, and then I've got this one. I can't believe this one has never sold, because someone we love is in heaven. There's a little bit of heaven in our home, and it's one of the burlap pillow bands. Comes off, but this is not very big enough. It's got the old rusty tin on the walls that we harvested from my cousin's barn. Love it. This is my style. Rusty, paint knocked off of it. That's what I like. Except for the air conditioner, I should have lived 150 years ago. But I do like to be cool. But if I lived 150 years ago, I wouldn't know anything about being cool. These are some bags that I have made out of t-shirts. This is the Dave Matthews Band. I actually had this on Etsy, and the Dave Matthews Band tagged it, and I couldn't say I didn't think a t-shirt they would be that big deal about repurposing a t-shirt, but they were. Then I've got this pair. I sold several of these a couple of years ago. These with the drawstring, really nice big purse. Sold several of those, shipped them different parts of the country. Haven't made those in a while. Haven't made many purses in a while. But anyway, this is what the inside of my little shop looks like. This is not where I sew. I wish that where I sewed was this neat, but it's not. But it's going to be. I'm going to spend a couple of weeks after Christmas doing just that. Just organizing and cleaning up my shop. I have a page on Facebook called Off the Cutting Room Floor. And that's where I sell fabrics that I no longer need. And if you're into scrap quilts or the crumb quilts or crazy quilts or anything like that, you would benefit from that. And then I'll just sometimes run across a piece of fabric that I think, I'm never going to use that. And I'll sell it at a bargain. It's called Off the Cutting Room Floor, and it's an extension of my Facebook page. Should be able to find it. It is a closed group. And the only thing is, I ask that if you say, I want that, and I send you an invoice, that you pay it pretty quickly, because it gets confusing when people wait 3 or 4 days to pay it. You offer it, it sells, you pack it up, you put an address on it, and you can't do all that till it's paid, till invoices are paid. So that's just, most places say don't. Most of these pages that have like where they purge fabric and stuff like that, they'll say if you can't pay it within a certain period of time, just don't ask for it, because it gets real confusing with all these invoices and stuff. Here's some of the little dish towels that we did. So several of these. It's a set of 3, and you get the little measuring cups, our little measuring spoons, and then there's a reindeer on the second one. I've got these packaged up pretty good. Reindeer on the second one, and a Christmas tree on the red. Super, super cute. I said super cute. Oh my gosh, I never wanted to say that in my entire life. Gosh, sorry. Back up. And I wish I could put a beep in there, because I don't like that super cute. Ugh. There's one person, I love to watch her on YouTube. She makes all kinds of stuff for craft shows. She does craft shows, and she'll start like in April, getting ready for one craft show that she does every year on the first weekend in December. And she says super cute at least 500 times in each video. So I hate that. I cannot believe that slipped off of my tongue. Oh. Do it. Well, can't suck it back in now. And I am not putting those quilts back out again. Have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Enjoy your family and be thankful for the things that you have, and just, be grateful for your health and that you have a happy home, and you have plenty to eat, and you have heat in your home, and find something to be grateful for. There are many things to be grateful for. I'm very grateful for my pretty good sized family, and my grandkids are the light of my life, and I have a great husband that supports me in everything that I want to do. Not many people can say that. I know women that kind of do some similar things that I do. They make things, and their husband is not supportive at all. He's like, what are you doing now? Or, you didn't finish the last one. Just real degrading. And my husband would never say that to me. He's always been extremely supportive. He'd say, well, I'm gonna do so and so. How can I help? He'll say, what can I do to help you? So, I'm very grateful. That's who I'm gonna be grateful for this year, is my husband. He is just absolutely the most supportive person I've ever had in my life. So, have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and don't eat too much. And I'll be back next week. Bye-bye.